Well, hello, 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 fellow addicts. Alyssa and Safi popping in once again with exciting news. Christmas is starting now. Yes, it's time for our pocket-sized towns to turn into pocket-sized snow globes, as we received our next event packet from EA laying out the details for the next event in our pocket-sized towns. And you know what that means? It's spoiler time. Of course, as you all know by now, as we say all the time, we weren't allowed to initially share any info with you guys because of the NDA until EA gave us the okay. Well, that restriction has been lifted and we are able to share some next event spoilers with you. So like always, we're going to give you a quick rundown of what the next event will entail, some spoiler details and images. So get ready, grab a pen and paper, and be prepared for information overload. Remember, we're going to reveal a bunch of spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to know, this may not be the video for you. So now for your official spoiler warning. Spoilers incoming in 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. The next event will hit our games on Wednesday, December 7th. And the theme of this one is, to no one's surprise, Christmas. It's called A Christmas Peril, to be exact. So let's show off that splash screen. Saf, thoughts on the splash screen?
I mean, I'm having mixed thoughts right now. I really like the splash screen, but as we've discussed in like previous episodes, and as the bracket battle really showed us this year with the best splash screen, the better the splash screen, the worse the event usually is. So I really do like the splash screen. I like how it's got like that whole Christmassy feels, like a Dickens feel to it. You got Homer in his PJs. With Skyfinger, it's kind of weird because Skyfinger has a body to it this time. It's not just Skyfinger.
That's weird.
So yeah, I mean that part was really weird, but it's different, and I really like the splash screen. So that part's kind of got me a little worried for what's to come. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the splash screen. I'm a little confused that Skyfinger has a body and a head and a face. I would have liked if they kept Scrooge or whatever the ghost, what that is in the corner, and had Homer and Skyfinger running away, or something like that. That would have been, yeah. I feel like I'm missing Skyfinger, but overall, I do like how it looks different than all the other Christmas splash screens. So I really do like this one. Yeah, so thumbs up for me for the splash screen.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's fun. It's ultimately still like the same basic splash screen, just got some snow on it. I do appreciate that Homer's a little different, and I agree with you. It is weird that Skyfinger, but I don't think that's Skyfinger, but Skyfinger has a body. It's kind of weird. So it's interesting, but I guess after all these years, they got to keep it fresh, right? They got to keep us confused, I suppose. All right.
I mean, all the Christmas splash screens have like the Christmas tree and like the main Springfield Town Hall, City Center, and so yeah, this one's quite different than most of the other ones. So yeah.
Yep. All right, so let's jump to some quick basic facts about the event overall. Once again, we are at another multi-event, with each act hitting every 9 days. Similar formula to what we've seen the last several years. So Act 1 will hit on Wednesday, December 7th, which is this coming Wednesday. Act 2 will hit on Friday, December 16th. Act 3 will hit on Sunday, December 25th, also known as Christmas. And Act 4 will hit on Tuesday, January 3rd. And this event will run until January 11th. So get ready for 5 weeks of snow in Springfield. Thankfully, I don't have to shovel that. Anyway, so we know that it's Christmas in TSTO, but what are we looking at this time around? Well, here is the event overview from EA. And once again, guys, I will remind you, reading is hard, so I will do my best. All right. The first few flakes have started to fall on what predictions have labeled the storm of the century, and residents of Springfield are starting to prepare for a long winter. Business owners are the most nervous, as the blizzard is threatening to close their stores during their holiday sales, and without that revenue, many aren't sure they'll be able to last through the season. Even the children aren't immune to the worry created by the storm, as Springfield Elementary is remaining steadfastly open. But as the storm intensifies, a mysterious figure has begun buying up every business in Springfield, and no one seems to know who they are. So, once again, it looks like it's up to Bart and Lisa to figure out who this person is, what they're planning to do, and how to stop them from fulfilling their nefarious plans. which would be much easier if they just closed the school already. Time is running out as the snow gets deeper, and if they're not careful, they'll find themselves at the mercy of a Christmas peril. Dun dun dun. Saf, thoughts on the overview?
I mean, the overview sounds really nice. I can kind of already see a couple of episodes that they're kind of alluding to from Simpsons lore, including one of my favorites, Christmas episodes. I think when you ran the poll of favorite Christmas episodes, that one was kind of near the top as well. Obviously not as good as the season premiere, Simpsons roasting, or series premiere, I should say, Simpsons roasting on the open fire. But still, yeah, it has a lot of promise to it in the overview. So let's see if the act prizes will deliver.
Hopefully, overview looks like the sign of good things to come. We'll see. All right, so now for some overview facts about the event. These are things that we are always asked. So first up, pretty much everyone will be able to play this event. You will need to be at level 15, and this to trigger for you. So level 15, and this will trigger for you. Characters needed for event currency. These will be used throughout each act. We've got our favorite Fab Four: Homer, Marge, Bart, and Lisa. And then we have actually quite a long list. This one kind of surprised me a little bit. Pretty long list. We've got Moe, Flanders, Millhouse, Wiggum. Then you've got the Ghost of Christmas Past from a previous event. You have Mr. Costington, also from a previous event. Mr. which is the skin for Homer, which is kind of weird because Homer can't be in two places at once. Then you've got the Plow King, which is the skin for Barney. So that adds Barney to the list. And then you've got Ebenezer Burns, which is a skin for Mr. Burns. So that adds Burns to that list. And then you've got all the new premiums for each act, so of which there will be 4. So it's quite an extensive list there. Pretty standard with the prize track. Each prize track contains 5 prize slots, 20 prizes total, but really I'd say there's 16, and you'll see why in a second. Here's what the prize track includes: 6 facades, 2 skins, 2 new characters, 3 decorations, 1 building, 1 NPC, 1 animated task, and 4 womp womp mystery box tokens. My favorite. All right, so let's go over this prize track, and as we discuss, I will put some images up on the screen. So for Act 1, we have the first prize on the prize track is an animated task for Homer: put up lights. Looks like fun. And then we've got a facade for Moe's Tavern, which makes it Santa's Tavern. And then we've got the a Christmas Peril mystery box token. Then there's Christmas Costingtons, which is a facade for Costingtons. And then finally, rounding out Act 1, we have Snow Day Bart, which is a skin for Bart. Saf, thoughts on these prizes?
Bah humbug. I mean, actually, the first 2 look pretty cool. Pretty nice. The animated task for Homer, at least the still that they're showing, looks like it's going to be a cool animation. It's an outdoor one, so looking forward to that. We'll see how it really does play out, because they've done some really good animation in the past couple years. So, and then Santa's Tavern, that looks fun too, with the sit on Santa's lap for $20 sign outside. So it's nice. I hope that they've already triggered it, so when you activate the Christmas plunger, it automatically switches to that facade. But the rest of it, the mystery prize token, and a skin for Bart, who already has so many skins, it's kind of a little bit of a letdown. How about you? What do you think?
I agree with you. I mean, I love the Christmas facades. They're some of my favorites, so I'm glad some other buildings are getting some love for Christmas. And Homer's animated task looks pretty funny. I always love a good Homer animated task. I really do. And Bart's skin, I mean, I don't mind it. It's not bad, but you're right. Bart has a lot of skins. What do we need more for? So, I mean, I don't know. Act 1 isn't the greatest, like, hey, this is awesome. It's not terrible, but, it's not the greatest thing in the world. All right, let's jump to Act 2. So for Act 2, the first prize we have the Androids Mittens and Mugs, which is a facade for Android's Dungeon. And then we have Snowed In Springfield Elementary, which is also a facade for Springfield Elementary. That looks familiar. And then we have another Christmas in Peril mystery box token. And then we've got Ned's Plow Car. I love that one. And then we have Mr. McGrew. It's a full character. Saf, thoughts on Act 2?
This one I do like a few things here. I mean, Mr. McGrew, anytime again you get a free character on the prize track, all for it. But also the Snowed in Springfield. I mean, I love that episode. Probably my favorite Christmas episode. So to get that skin for Springfield Elementary, it's great. Anytime you feel like a snow day, just tap, change the skin, and you're set. How about you?
Wouldn't
What
that
do
be
you?
nice if that was real life? Wouldn't that
Yeah,
be
it's
nice? You just tap it, make the snow come appear, and then tap it, make the snow go away. That'd be great.
amazing.
Um, this is kind of like Act 1 for me. I do like Flanders snow plow car. I enjoy that. Again, the facades for the school and Android's dungeon. I'm good with that. I like those. Character, Mr. McGrew. It's a character, I suppose. It's not anything I'm super excited about, but hey, it's a free character. A free character is a free character, even these days. All right, let's jump to Act 3. Okay, first prize for Act 3, we've got Mr. McGrew's Stovepipe Oven. Sorry. And then we have the Holiday Duff Brewery, which is a facade for Duff Brewery. And then we have a Christmas in Peril mystery box token, followed by the Springfield Men's Mission, which is a new building for Springfield. And rounding out Act 3, we've got another full character, Tiny Tim, who looks like Bart conspicuously, but it's not a skin, it's a full character. Saf, thoughts on these prizes?
Again, similar to Act 2, I like that you're getting a full character. You got a nice facade as well as a new building, which is nice as well. The Duff Brewery skin kind of fits in with all the other Christmas themed businesses, like in particular the nuclear power plant with its candy cane stripe
Yeah.
chimneys. So I like that. That's going to go in really well together, add a little bit more because all of those are in a building district or factory district for me. So I like that they're both have similar matching skins. So overall, this is pretty similar to Act 2. Again, not the worst price track, but by far not the best either. So far, I mean, I feel like we're staying pretty level. Maybe a little
Yeah,
bit
it's been, I feel like,
but fairly level.
yeah, I feel like each act has been kind of just neutral. There's nothing
I mean,
setting one apart from the other.
maybe, yeah, I would say like Act 1 maybe a C, and then Act 2 and 3 like a C plus, just because they have a character. But yeah, like you said, it kind of just middle of the road.
Yeah, it's pretty flat. I will say that. All right, Act 4. Prize track for Act 4. The first prize is the Acorn Obsessed Squirrel. That is a pet, an NPC. And then we've got the Christmas Courthouse, which is a facade for the Springfield Courthouse, followed up by the final Christmas in Peril mystery box token. And then we've got the Springfield Public Schools snowmobile, which is a decoration. And then we have Snow Day Lisa, which is a skin for Lisa. Thoughts on those?
Well, I mean, I feel like we're back to an Act 1 prize track. Again, a C, it's kind of middle of the road. The skin for Lisa, I mean, I feel like she does have so many skins, and this one's nothing really, really too out of the ordinary. It's just kind of, again, from a classic Christmas episode, but there's really not too much to the skin. She's got so many better skins that I would prefer having her play in. And then the other prizes, I mean, the snowmobile, it's okay, but I mean, the area around Springfield Elementary is just filled up with so much Springfield Elementary stuff. So it's like, is this one really going to stay out, or is it just going to go in the inventory? So yeah, it's a slight drop from Act 2 and 3, but again, like I said, I would just call it a fairly level price track throughout, with maybe like a C for Act 1, C plus for 2 and 3, and then back to a C for Act 4, in my opinion. What'd you think of Act
Yeah.
4?
I mean, it's everything's neutral. I feel like everything's got like two facades. This one only has one, but it's got an NPC. I don't know. Nothing's really like, hey, this is great. This is amazing. It's just flat. That's how I feel. And I love Christmas events in Springfield, and I'm excited about the facades. Don't get me wrong, but the prize track just feels flat to me. There's no peaks. There's no valleys. It's just flat. It's like driving through I don't know. What's a flat state? It's like driving through Kansas. It's just flat.
Saskatchewan, but that's not a state, so
it's true. All right, so let's talk premium content. As always, we have 4 new combos with this one per act. It'll be 150 donuts for each of the 4 combos, so you will need 600 donuts total for event-specific premiums, and Gil will be making an appearance during this event. You should see him around Act 3, and the event packet from EA says his deal will be 200 donuts. So you will need 800 donuts to buy all of the event premiums. So 800 total donuts. It seems pretty standard these days. All right, let's talk about Gil, because unlike Bruno, we can talk about Gil. All right, Gil's deal details. All right, so Gil's deal this time around is it's basically a mountain. It is Widow's Peak. It is a building that is placed on the mountain range. My personal opinion, I don't know that it's worth 200 donuts, but we shall see once it actually hits Springfield. But that's what it is, Widow's Peak, and it'll attach to your mountain range. All right, let's jump to the event-specific premium combos. And again, as we talk about them, I will throw images up on the screen. So for Act 1, the first combo we have is the Geriatric Snowman and Old Man Winter. This is a decoration and a character. I presume the Geriatric Snowman is the decoration and Old Man Winter is the character, not the other way around. And then for Act 2, we have the Appropriations Cultural Artifacts and the Ghost of Christmas Present, which is another building and character. Even though it looks like Homer, I promise it is a character. And then for Act 3, we have the Ominously Blank Graveyard and the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. Dun, dun, dun. Which makes sense. We have Christmas Past, now we have Christmas Present, and now we've got Christmas Yet to Come. And finally, for Act 4, we have Charlie and the Springfield Domestic Orphanage. Saf, thoughts on those premium combos?
I mean, I'll probably get most of, actually all of them because I have so many donuts. But yeah, I mean, for those who are deciding which ones to get, I mean, I'm kind of curious about the Widow's Peak. Actually, to me, it's a classic. Mr. Plow. You got the ram on the mountain range, the bridge that like Homer's like struggling to get over to save Barney. It's just such a classic Simpsons Mr. Plow scene that I feel like I would, if I only had 200 donuts, I would go with that rather than one of the 4 premiums. I know you're not getting a character, but it's just such a classic decoration that it would be my number 1 choice. How about you? What are your thoughts on the premiums?
I don't know how I feel about the premiums, honestly. Nothing's really like, hey, I need to go buy that. I like the idea of Christmas Past and Christmas Present and Christmas Yet to Come, just because I'm a big fan of Dickens. But you know, I feel like it's kind of one of those, you know, you buy them, you don't buy them. Nothing. I don't know. I feel like nothing with this event is like, oh my god, I need to have that. But that could just be me. There is a donut promo with this event. And this promo, again, is $9.99 US. And it is a costume and an NPC combo. So you get those for $9.99 US. And it is Dodgeball Skinner and Nibbles. This one I actually think is pretty good. I enjoy this one a lot. Skinner's Sense of Snow is pretty good. So this is a fun episode. So I like this combo. Unfortunately, it is not a premium combo. It is a you must spend actual money to buy combo. But thoughts on that, Seth?
Again, like this game is giving me so much pleasure, so much fun. I don't mind dropping a little bit of money into it. The $9.99 or $13.99 price point, Canadian, sorry, I should say, $9.99 US or $13.99 Canadian price point for a full, not well, for a character is great. This one, in this case, you're not actually getting a character, you're getting a skin and a pet, but you're getting like a classic skin and a classic pet from like my favorite Christmas episode. So this is where I will be spending money. And yeah, I've passed on the last couple for cash prizes. But yeah, this one, they'll be getting my $13.99 Canadian EA way to go, way to pull it out of me. But yeah, this I mean, it's just such a classic. My favorite Christmas episode. So it will go great with like the Springfield Elementary snow skin facade, if you will, and yeah, it will create a nice Christmassy feel to it. What about you?
Yeah,
Would you be purchasing this or?
probably. Most likely. Depends. But most likely it's on my list of to buy. Um, all right. Now, as we saw in the prize track, we do have Christmas Peril mystery box tokens. So obviously there is a Christmas Peril mystery box with this event. As far as content, again, as I always do, I'm not going to lay out the details on everything right here. There's a lot of items in the box. It's 2 pages long. So I'll lay that out, hopefully in a rundown post when the event actually hits our games. But for now, the basic idea, it's Christmas stuff. It's stuff from Christmas events of the past. So, think like uh, eggnog bar and old or sexy Marge, or those kinds of things. Those are the types of things that are in there. Sexy Santa Marge and the Gingerbread Mansion. Those are the types of prizes that are in there. So if you missed out on those from Christmases of the past, they will be coming back in this mystery box.
For those who love the monorail, the North Pole Station bundle will be back in that as well. Yeah, because I know a lot of people missed out on the North Pole Station. But yeah, like you said, all the Christmas stuff from the past, the Rigelian North Pole and Krusty's Christmas on Ice, and all of those items will be back. Eskimos.
And you will be able to likely also buy tokens with from the store using donuts. So you won't just be given the 4 that you get from the prize track. And don't forget, there will be a Shattered Dreams mystery box that will return once you've completed Act 4. And we'll lay that out once the event actually hits, because we don't have details on that yet. For now, that's all I've got. Saf, you have anything else you'd like to add?
Nope. I mean, it's not by far it's not a really, really bad event, but doesn't look like a great event either, kind of middle of the road. But this time of year, everyone's busy. I know you and I are so busy right now. So it's nice to have an event like this where, you do want to tap and just regularly, but you don't want to go crazy. But at the same time, you don't want to just completely give up on it either. So I'm quite excited for this is the right event for the right time.
Yeah, I agree. I always look forward to the Christmas events. I always look forward to snow in Springfield, and I always look forward to turning my pocket-sized town into my pocket-sized snow globe. So this will be fun. All right, so for now, hopefully this gets you guys excited for the event to hit our games on Wednesday, December 7th. Hopefully we'll have some information up for you once the event actually hits. Hopefully I can get some stuff prepped out and ready to go. Until then, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the spoilers, and have fun. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.